Hello everyone, very good morning and welcome back once again to StudyIQ ICE English, your favorite channel. My name is Praveen Mishra and we are going to start today's The Hindu analysis, that is date being 21st of April 2025. Before beginning the session, before beginning the class here, one thing that we must start here, that is the appraisal as well as the greetings. Appraisal to the civil servants of the nation and greetings to them as well. So here on 21st of April, we are marking another wonderful event, that is the Civil Services Day of our country, right? So why is Civil Services Day celebrated? What are the concepts? On whose name, in the honor of a personality or a group of people, right? What are the features and why are so? We will be discussing them into the very next session, that is the burning topic of the day. And there we will be discussing about in detail that from where did this Civil Services Day come from, and apart from that, in whose honor, why and why not. Okay, guys. So yes, let's proceed with the today's topics. That is the first news for the day. J&K, Jammu and Kashmir. This time, our state of Jammu and Kashmir is once again in limelight, but not because of any political or geopolitical issue. It's because of a natural catastrophe. As you can see, 5 feared dead in Jammu and Kashmir in cloud-burst havoc, right? So this time, it's one of the natural reasons why our state is in news. And the features, the facts that we must understand, that yes, we have got all of the shields to prevent any man-made calamities. But natural calamities, obviously, we do not have any such technology so far that can protect us from any sort of natural calamities. And when such here is the cloudburst, right? So what is cloudburst and what are the features we need to discuss? So here we go. So as you can see, according to the data given by IMD as in India Meteorological Department, okay, cloudbursts, they are sudden heavy rainstorms where more than 10 centimeter of rain falls less than an hour over a small area, basically 10 square kilometer. So how do I define this term cloudburst? Okay, so cloudburst, basically it is the heavy sudden rainfall as in it is providing 10 centimeters of rain within 1 hour within 10 square kilometer area. If such thing is happening, this is what is known as the rain havoc, or basically the cloudburst, right? Okay, so in the Indian subcontinent, it generally occurs when monsoon cloud drifts northwards from the Bay of Bengal or the Arabian Sea across the plains, then onto the Himalaya, which sometimes brings 75 mm of the rain per hour. So that is fine. 75 mm of the rain is also fine. But when you talk about the next data, that is what here? 10 centimeter in an hour in 10 square kilometer area. This is natural havoc, that is the cloudburst, right? So right now what we are witnessing inside our state of Jammu and Kashmir, it is what? The cloudburst. And around 5 people, it could be, the data is not yet sufficient for us to declare that yes, 5 people have lost their lives, unfortunately. But yes, it could be 5 or even more, but we pray is 0. Okay, we pray it should be 0. But yes, according to the present data, present stats, it is how much? 5. Okay, raining, not raining actually. This is what the cloud burst basically means, right? So the geographical phenomena of the cloud burst, what happens basically, what we need to understand, that when the hot moving air or the hot current, when it moves upwards and it is blocked because of the clouds, and when in the passage of time, when this hot air, it cools down, it allows the cloud to burst, okay, to burst in a very heavy way. That is where it causes the cloud burst. Okay, so as what we can see, the first point, okay, the moist air, they encounter a mountain or a hill and is forced to rise. Okay, so this is what, okay, it is forced to rise. Second, rising air cools and condenses, cloud develop. Third, violent upward flow of air prevents the condensing raindrops from falling to the ground. Then fourth, lack of upward air prevents dissipation of the moisture. And finally, fifth one, whole of the stored water falls at one time. And steep slopes, they might cause the flash floods as well, right? So cloudburst, it could also lead to flash floods. This is also what the point here is. Okay, so remember guys, what is the basic thing that you need to remember? The basic thing is here, cloudbursts occur when the hot moving air, the hot moving wind, basically the hot currents, when they are blocked, or sorry, when they are blocking the fall of raindrops, okay, because of their utmost amount of density, and suddenly when they start cooling, okay, and then at that time this cooling of that hot air allows the raindrops now to permeate and they enter the surface of the earth, and this entering comes in a very large volume. So basically, according to the data or according to the reports or the definition by the IMD, 10 centimeter of rainfall in an hour in 10 square kilometer of the area is considered to be cloudburst. Right, everyone? So this is what the basic definition to the word cloudburst is all about. Next, Vande Bharat trains, one of the trains which have provided good new image or some, enhancement or upliftment in the image of the Indian Railways. How much safe are they? Yes, we have seen a number of instances of trains getting derailed, or maybe, because of some unavoidable circumstances, or maybe because of some miscreants as well, right? But here, the news is different. Are Vande Bharat trains having enough equipments, or they are armored enough to prevent accidents that are happening with the wild animals? The report says no. Vande Bharat trains, they have weak defenses against even cattle, says the new safety report, and the report has come from the Indian Railways itself. Remember, this is the report which is coming from the Indian Railways itself. What it is marking, that the Vande Bharat trains, one of the icons now or the landmarks now of our Indian Railways, right? They are not even safe having any sort of the defense machinery, okay, in order to prevent any sort of collision against the cattles even, right? So this brings us to the discussion of the thing that has been much anticipated, that it's going to be a very wonderful thing for the Indian Railways, that is Kavach, okay? What is Kavach system? Guys, please make this thing clear that Kavach system, whenever you encounter the word Kavach, it is related to the Indian Railways. Okay. With the word, you might be thinking that, okay, it is something related to the military, okay, or something related to the defense. But this is, yes, defense, but defense with regard to the Indian Railways. Okay. So it was launched in the year 2020, first thing. Okay. Launched in which year? It was launched in the year 2020. It's a cab signaling train control system with an anti-collision features, which is developed by RDSO. RDSO as in Research, Design and Standards Organization, in association with 3 Indian other vendors. Okay. It is equipped with National Automatic Train Protection System. Okay. And it adheres to the safety integrity level, that is SIL 4 standards, and acts as a vigilant watchdog over the existing signaling systems, alerting the loco pilot when approaching a red signal and applying automatic brakes if necessary to prevent overshooting the signal. Right? So what is Kavach system basically? It's a type of an alarm system that is installed in the trains that provides alarm to the loco pilot in case there is any roadblock or any type of an obstacle or any sort of obstructions over the railway tracks. Okay. So it is equipped with SIL 4, that is Safety Integrity Level 4, that is the topmost level so far. And apart from that, it also comes with ATP, that is, okay, National Automatic Train Protection. Okay, it is also coming with that ATP, and also it is being made by one of the prestigious organization, that is Research, Design and Standards Organization. But still, even after that, we have been continuously witnessing, experiencing, encountering that Vande Bharat, along with other trains, they have either collided, derailed, or any other issues they have taken place, because of which a catastrophic event has happened, which has claimed tons and tons of lives, right? It has disrupted the local chain of communication, transportation, and yes, claimed tons of lives as well. So still do we have Kavach system? Why there are issues? Why Kavach system is not able to perform at its best, or any other system is not yet developed, in case we are watching that Kavach is good enough but not fine enough, right? It is good but not sufficient. Why it is happening? Okay, what are the reasons? So for which we have got n number of committees as well that have given much amount of suggestions in order to improve the railways. Okay, like for example, we have got one such committee. The name of the committee here we have, that is Kakodkar Committee. It was made in the year 2012. And the suggestions, see, not all the suggestions you need to remember, but yes, there are few things that we must discuss. Okay, so first of all, Kakodkar Committee, it established the Statutory Railway Safety Authority. And apart from that, it asked for a non-lapsable Rashtriya Rail Sanrakshak Kosh, RRSK. With regard to the money, it will be 1 lakh crores for over 5 years for safety projects. Unfortunately, not done. Okay, so what is the name? Kakodkar Committee. Next, what we have got, the Bibek Debroy Committee. Okay, as you can see, the Bibek Debroy Committee. It was made 2 years later, that is in the year 2014. So it separated the railway budget from the general budget. So the railway budgets, they have been separated now, and the recommendation was given by the Bibek Debroy Committee. Okay, then outsourcing non-core activities, and apart from that, establishing a Railway Infrastructure Authority of India. One such thing that has been taken is here, that is separating the railway budget, okay, from the general budget. But later on, what we have seen, that is, yes, the railway budget is inducted into the general Indian budget itself, right? Okay, so the railways, they have been now a cause of a matter of concern for all of us. Okay, that why such things are happening and how to tackle such things as well, right? So moving ahead to the next news, next headline for the day, that is Maharashtra Language Panel opposes move to make Hindi compulsory from class 1 to 5. With regard to language, we are already watching n number of rows, n number of issues. And this language issue is one of the biggest, not the biggest, but one of the biggest setbacks in our unity and integrity, right? Now, the concern is once again with regard to the language of Hindi. And it has come into the limelight when Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis gave the executive order that Hindi shall be made compulsory language from class 1 to 5. Okay, for which obviously there is much amount of uproar. But the point is, are we promoting Hindi through any agenda, or is it also constitutionally legal? Can I do so? Come on, guys, do you have any answer? Many people are here live with me, so I would like to have the answer. Come on, guys. Is it constitutionally permissible, means like permissible? Is it right? Is it correct? Okay, forget politically, forget socially. In dimensions of politics, it is right or wrong. In the dimensions of society, is it right or wrong? Just please answer me your opinion. What do you think? Is it constitutionally correct? Not dealing with politics and society. Just asking the constitutional question. Is it correct? Is it valid? Is it justified? So yes, it is something which Constitution under Article 351 has permitted. Okay, So directives for the development of Hindi language. Okay, see, I'm not going to discuss any political agenda, whether it is being done with a motive, okay, with an intent of gaining any political mileage or creating any political issues. No, just dealing with the constitutional frames, right? And what constitutional frame has to tell us? Under Article 351, it is stated that the directives for development of Hindi language should be followed. What is the exact term? It shall be the duty of the union. This is what Article 351 is. To promote the spread of the Hindi language and to develop it so that it may serve as a medium of expression for all the elements of the composite culture of India and to secure its enrichment by assimilating without interfering with its genius, the forms, the style, and the expressions. Okay? So, and expressions used in Hindustani and in the other languages of India specified in the 8th schedule, and by drawing wherever necessary or desirable for its vocabulary, primarily on Sanskrit and secondarily on other languages. This is what Constitution has mentioned. Primarily on Sanskrit, okay, and other languages. This is what Article 351 has to state as well. Okay. Right, guys? So this is what the features that Constitution is itself telling under Article 351. Promotion of Hindi language as well as promotion of the language of Sanskrit. Okay, so as I stated, we are not going to discuss any political agenda. It might have political agenda, it might not have political agenda, that is this news. Okay, it might be having some, intent or doing it on some kind of a hidden propaganda or something like that. But yes, is it constitutionally permissible? So yes, constitutionally it is permitted under Article 351, right? So moving to the next news, next headline: 6-member panel to revise Kerala's intellectual property rights policy after a gap of 17 years, right? See, 6-member panel, Kerala, gap of 17 years, that's fine. But the fact here is that we need to mark intellectual property rights, okay? How do I define this term, intellectual property rights? So intellectual property as in a property like type of a formula or any type of a scientific achievement, okay? Or any sort of a poem, literature, or even an art, which is not capital based, okay? Which is intellectual based. That is what intellectual property. Okay, something that is my brainchild. Okay, something that is related to literature. It could be a poetry, it could be a drama, it could be story, whatsoever. Okay, it could be a scientific formula, a mathematical formula, whatsoever. That is intellectual, what we basically call it, right? So Kerala has created or established a committee now to revise the intellectual property rights policy. And this committee has been established after a gap of the 17 years. So group of the expert members, that is basically panel. Okay, how many members? 6 members. That's not important. But what is important is the panel or the intellectual property rights. So when we talk about IPR, okay, what is IPR basically? So IPRs, they are legal privileges granted to the inventor or creator to safeguard their intellectual work. Intellectual work as in, it could be any sort of art, science, literature, or anything related to your intellectual. Okay. It is for a specified period of time, and these legal rights grant the inventor or creator or his assignee the sole right to fully exploit their invention or creation for a specific amount of time. Okay. Basically, just like the way we have got the GI tag, right? Geographical indicator tag. In that very same sense, we have got the intellectual property rights as well. Okay. If I have invented something, only I can use it, or Only that one particular person can use it whom I have assigned. And for which we have got, yes, TRIPS, Trade Related Intellectual Property Rights Agreement. Okay. But before TRIPS, we have got the WIPO, that is World Intellectual Property Organization as well, WIPO. So what is the feature of WIPO and what are the things we need to remember? So WIPO, it is for the sake of promotion of the global protection of intellectual property rights in the responsibility of WIPO. It also supervises the following treaties and conventions, as in the Paris Convention for the Protection of Intellectual or the Industrial Property, 1883. Okay. See, 1883, what is the name? Paris Convention. Basically, it is, in its broadest sense, this convention covers all forms of industrial property, including patents, trademarks, industrial designs, utility models, service marks, trade names, geographical indicators, etc. Okay. And apart from that, it is also taking care of the Urge round as well as the Berne, B-E-R-N-E, Berne round. Okay. So what we can have it here, okay, basically WIPO taking care of the Paris Convention. Along with Paris Convention, it is also taking care of the Urge round as well as the Berne Convention. Okay. Urge, through which we have also got the existence of the World Trade Organization. Right? Okay. So WIPO, WIPO. Next, the Gandhi Saga Wildlife Sanctuary that you have already seen the session, okay, which was actually telling you that we are going to welcome 2 new cheetahs as well. Okay, so I guess that video you have saw around a week back, right? A week almost it has been there, week or 4 or 5 days, something like that, on the Gandhi Saga. Okay, so it is over the video section. If you'll go to the page, okay, or the YouTube channel ours, that is StudyIQ IS English, and therein you'll go to the video section. Okay, you'll find the Gandhi Saga Dam video. Okay, I think it was made by Shubham sir or Ankit sir, I think. Okay, so there they discussed about this news which has come to in existence today with regard to the Hindu as well. They have printed the very same thing. Okay, that is welcoming of the 2 new cheetahs. Okay, in where? In Madhya Pradesh. In which particular wildlife sanctuary? Obviously, Gandhi Saga Wildlife Sanctuary. So what you need to remember, what are the things? Gandhi Wildlife Sanctuary, where it is? Okay, Gandhi Saga, basically. So it is, yes, it is in Madhya Pradesh, first thing. Okay, and apart from that, the 2 cheetahs, what are their name? Gandhi, sorry, Ganga Sagar. Sorry, I was saying Gandhi. It is Ganga Sagar. Okay, Ganga Saga Dam, Ganga Saga Wildlife Sanctuary. So the 2 cheetahs that have been got here. Okay, what's the name? So the names that you need to remember. Okay, it is Prabhas and Pavak. So guys, remember the 2 cheetahs that you can see here. One of them is here. Okay, one name is Prabhas and other's name will be Pavak. So the 2 cheetahs, okay, that are being here, taken here, where? Ganga Sagar Wildlife Sanctuary. Okay, and what is the name here? Prabhas and Pavak. Ganga Sagar, or in fact Gandhi Sagar Wildlife Sanctuary. Right? Okay. So here we go. Next one. ISRO satellites forecast wheat production assesses crop condition. Okay, so ISRO has given up another thing to us. What is that thing? That is known as crop, C-R-O-P. C-R-O-P as in, when we simply talk about crop progress. Okay, simply speaking, comprehensive remote sensing observation on crop progress. So what you need to mark, okay, according to ISRO, they have given us a satellite, okay, a particular feature, what is known as crop. Simply, what is crop? Comprehensive remote sensing observation of crop progress. Okay, given through whom? Given through the satellites of ISRO. That is what you basically need to mark. So what they have been telling us? They have been telling us that a very particular production of wheat could be seen in a very wonderful manner, that the enhancement could take place. Enhancement could take place as in, there could be possibility, there could be chances that we must, or we are going to witness some good quality as well as quantity of production of wheat. Okay, and this is what ISRO has stated. Indian Space Research Organization, okay, using a particular technique that is known as crop. What is the full form of the crop? Comprehensive Remote Sensing Observation on Crop Progress. Okay. Apart from that, ISRO has been also going ahead with NRSC, that is National Remote Sensing Center, which enables the real-time monitoring of crop sowing and during the Rabi season across India. Okay, so what is that? NRSC. What is NRSC? That is National Remote Sensing Center. And in that, what is working? Crop. What is crop? Comprehensive Remote Sensing Observation on crop progress. Okay, so crop and NRSC. These are the two things. Remember what ISRO has stated, that we might experience good surge or good amount of production where? In our wheat. Okay, wheat crops. JD Vance, next topic, has come to India. Okay, is here in India, and we don't know why. Suddenly, after a decade, US Vice President is coming to India. Not even the news is with regard to just Vice President. Vice President, who is one of the persons in the US administration who is not much willing to represent good cordial attempts or actions towards relationship with our country, that is India. 2013, it was last time when a US Vice President visited India. You know who was he? It was Joe Biden, when he was Vice President in Barack Obama administration, Barack Obama government. Okay, at that time, he visited India. Okay, and now this is happening that JD Vance, the US Vice President, is visiting India. After deliberating or deliberately delivering some sort of statements which are not good enough for the relationship between the two nations, that is India and America. Okay, but yes, has come along with his whole family to India, and the features that we need to understand, it has been focused that ICET, that is what we call it as Initiative on Critical and Emerging Technologies, which has been renamed as TRUST, TRUST. What is this trust? Okay, trust as in transforming relationship, utilizing strategy, technology, partnership. That is what, in short, trust. It was initially named as what? ICET, that is Initiative on Critical and Emerging Technologies. Okay, so it has been launched between which countries? It is India, that is us, and America. Okay. So what is the erstwhile name? Erstwhile name is ICET, that is Initiative on Critical and Emerging Technologies. Okay. What is the next thing? It has been renamed as TRUST. What is TRUST? Transforming Relationship, Utilizing Strategic Technology. This is what basically the word trust is coming here, right? So last time, as you can see, the US President to visit India was Mr. Joe Biden in the 2013. Who later became the president of US as well, right? So it's not 21 to 25. It is 20. Yeah, 21 to 25, correct. Okay. Right. So Joe Biden, who came to India as the last vice president, and now it is another name, that is JD Vance. Okay. Why is he here? Much speculations, much anticipations. Answer shall be given to you by tomorrow, okay, as he has visited, and the newspapers, they have told that he has visited. Tomorrow, newspapers will tell us that what was the sole purpose of the visit, why he visited, what made him, and apart from that, what are the things that have been, just proposed, or the treaties that are upcoming, okay, will be discussed tomorrow, as today it will be happening and tomorrow it will be in our newspaper, so we shall be discussing. Okay, guys, so that's it with today's newspaper. Okay, today's analysis. I hope it gave you the clear picture over the analysis, right? And yes, guys, please do not forget to subscribe to our StudyIQ English channel. And please do let me know what's your opinion into the comment section. And if you want to take any topic, you want me to take any topic specifically, so just comment that as well. We shall surely take into the consideration. Okay, guys, so thank you so much for watching. See you soon in the next session. Good day. Bye-bye. Take care. Jai Hind.